Hey, this is Mike with Christian Meds. This week we're going to start on the knowledge branch of breaking down the occult. We're going to do the first three. The first three are astrology, automatic writing, and channeling. So let's get started. So I hope you enjoyed this so far. Now let's start looking at the knowledge branch. So when it comes to astrology, astrology has been, it has infiltrated our, newspapers. Not that anybody actually gets a physical newspaper hardly anymore, but they still are online and they still are, easy to access if you want to go read them. Now, for myself, when it comes to, astrology and any of that, I haven't really, put much weight into it. Some days I have read, my horoscope or whatever, but not in more than a decade. Basically, what my opinion is that if you allow something to have power over you, so in other words, if you allow your horoscope to even influence your day, positive or negative, just because of what somebody wrote on a piece of paper, that can certainly affect your state, and it can affect, how you feel throughout the day. I really would just much rather just focus on godly things, focus on the Bible, focus on those types of things, whenever these things are just a distraction and a way for any type of spirit to affect you. And you have no idea what kind of spirit wrote down that thing, what the person's intent was when they basically put that paragraph or a couple paragraphs in the newspaper or online, basically talking to a group of individuals. Even if you don't put much weight into it, it still has an effect on your day, and that still is not a godly act. In other words, anything to distract you away from God is absolutely wicked, and you should be focusing on godly things and not on some, third party, a creative being influencing you in that manner. So I would much rather ask the Holy Spirit how my day is going to be than ask a horoscope online. So the next thing is automatic writing. Well, automatic writing both has been, and basically it's, you not consciously writing something and just writing something and allowing something to overtake you and write it. This is both in Oriental cultures, this practice is, and also in occult practices, it also is encouraged. Somehow to get some sort of insight that, is a secret knowledge or a secret revealing. Well, any of these things is just a way to distract, right? So everything you need to know is within the gospel. In other words, the gospel clearly states that you are a created being in the image of God. Hi, Bach. It's my cat. And basically, he loves you and wants you to be a part of his life. He wants that relationship. So going through any type of practice of automatic writing or anything else really absolutely is just another way to distract, and it is an aspect of the occult. I would never recommend any Christian trying to do it or anything like that. The third thing is channeling, and channeling kind of goes down the same path of allowing a spirit, not the Holy Spirit, but another spirit to basically be channeled through you and inviting that spirit in. Clearly, the Bible even talks about people going, and basically condemns any type of, going to some sort of fortune teller or something like that and having somebody try to communicate to people in past lives, or their own past lives, or people that are dead. The big thing that happened was that Houdini, gave his wife a secret word, and she ended up for years going to all kinds of people trying to, get somebody to tell her that secret word, and she ended up basically debunking anybody who's a fortune teller because of that practice. Basically, there wasn't one of them that could tell her the secret word that her and her husband Houdini had come up with prior to his death. And that really just shows that all these people are just, flim-flam artists and just want to basically take your money, and they're really not giving you, good solid advice in any way, shape, or form, and it's just really an evil practice. So those are the first three. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my cat, and just have a pleasant day.